Okay, I am doing another test. I did some really bad video on the engine. It was upside down. And it got into a session of vertical video as well, so I'm just gonna try and do this for preference for rain, but I have a question. Down there, I don't know if you can see them, but the gaskets, I was told, I want to make this engine so it wouldn't overheat. And the mechanic said that it's very hard to overheat this car. And I said, why? He said, well, the gaskets, it's all, he said, it's all metal. I said, what? He said, the engine inside is all metal. I said, okay, cool. So I just assumed that all the 97s on the inside, the gaskets were metal. Apparently, it's not correct, but this one is all metal, and or maybe I'm wrong, maybe they are all were metal by the serial number or something, or the first so many of them were, but this one has all metal gaskets in it. And that is kind of one of those, if it wasn't stock, then somebody took the motor apart, and if somebody took it apart and put metal gaskets in it, then there's a reason why they did that, and I guess to improve it or to seriously build it or to whatever they do. But I mean, if I was going to do that and I was going to put metal gaskets in it, I wouldn't just spend the money for the metal gaskets. I'd spend the money for the everything else that goes into the motor as well. Myself, I can't see anything really, but yeah, a little bit. It looks stock pretty much. That hose is not stock. It's silicone. It's got the bleeder in it. Those are as long as they don't leak, they're fine. The water pump's been replaced. The crap on the other side that goes bad. The two things on the power steering pump. Both the what is it? The bracket that anchors it on and the pulley. The power steering pump itself is. The reservoir's got that tube on it that loops over. You see that? That just keeps it from boiling out and spraying out the top. And if it doesn't, the cap doesn't spin. What else? The baffles in the engine. Oils have been changed so they work. There's an upgraded windage tray. What else? There's a lot of things that were so tiny that were done to it that don't really matter. Oh yeah, the vents. It doesn't get. Basically, I wanted one thing. I wanted e-Viper that I could run the air conditioning in traffic in like 130 degrees, and that's kind of impossible. And I can almost do it in this car. Very close to doing it anyways, but it doesn't get hot on the inside. In any regular circumstances, it's fine, and in bad traffic and heat, if I just put it, it does great. I don't really know how to do the video editing for the YouTube stuff. One day I'm going to figure it out, and until I do, you'll know, because one of these videos will be edited. I just want to try and do this to practice what is going on with myself. Oh yeah, the radiator was increased. Also, the fan behind it, I remember that. Something, I don't know, in the front to cool it down. It's primarily like if you go through and like how to cool down a Viper and all the dragster upgrades you could possibly do to make a Viper run cooler, and you go through the whole everything except what doesn't apply for street legal you slap into your car, and it actually did help. Oh, the thermostat, that's right, the thermostat went from 195 to 175 degree thermostat, but the car still likes to heat itself up to 195 and stay at that running temperature, and even though the thermostat's open, it still warms it up and it keeps it at about right there. I mean, I can get it lower, and I don't get anywhere near to I used to get it at one time. I got it back from Dodge, and it went to almost to the red. I just shut it down, ran the heater for a little while, kind of babied it, and got the temperature down, shut it off, puked out a bunch of coolant, and then did what I had to get it back home, and it was fine. It was a seal in the thermostat up front that was popped. It was leaking from a thermostat, and that got replaced, and it fixed the problem. I don't know why it would break overnight at Dodge unless they took it out and sampled it. And but I don't know. I mean, there's so many stupid little things that can go wrong with a car. It's 20 years old. You just never know. But that part had already been replaced. It's a great car. It really is. If you take them and you do like the little stupid things that they already had 20 years worth of experience knowing that may or may not break. Just go with okay. Those are like 12 dollar parts here and there, $20 parts, this and that. Get them, slap them into the car, and then drive it forever. Nothing will go wrong. And it's designed. I mean, honestly, something went wrong once in the car, and the car was able to drive home with that thing wrong, and I got it fixed. It didn't break down on me, but even if something goes wrong, I was like, "What's that?" And I don't know. Take it to the shop, and they're like, "Oh shit, this was broken." Oh God. Yeah. 5 minutes.